Hello, and this is Bivengo, and today I am going to show you how to make a lever act as a button. Now, I've seen lots of things like this, making buttons into levers, but unfortunately not many the other way around. So I decided today I'll show that. All the items you'll need are in my inventory, and yeah, okay, let's get to it. Okay, now, many people may have seen a design similar to this, where you've got the lever here, it's going into a piston, and when powered, does that. Unfortunately, I found it only sends out the pulse on the single, when you use the lever once. When you use it the second time and turn it off, it does nothing. So, that's not what I was looking for when I was trying to make mine. Another thing that I found similar that I made was this, an observer, checking this and updating this when the piston moves, and that sends out a pulse when turned on. That worked fine, but when turned off again, it actually sends out two pulses, and I think that's because the observer is picking up both the piston moving down and the sand then falling on top of it, so it sends out two pulses there, and so that doesn't quite work. So the design I came up with, well, there you go, it works fine. Now the way this works is simply a block here, a lever here, redstone here, an observer coming out of the redstone, a repeater on 2 ticks, and that's it. Now over here I've got the redstone torch just to show you what's happening. If I set this up, you'll see this works just as I want it to. Now, the reason why this is on 2 ticks is because if this is anything less than that, the pulse is too short to actually change the torch at all. If you simply had a redstone lamp here or something like that, then that would trigger fine. But for anything more than that, for any redstone contraptions or anything, you need this to be on 2 ticks. And so yeah, that's how you make it. Now, as I said, you can just simply power the lamp like that. That works fine. All well and good. However, it does not work like that. So you need the double tick. That works fine. This also works for all the pressure plates as well, however, only if you want a double pulse. So whilst this one gives you a single pulse, that one works nice for a single pulse, these ones will detect you standing on it and standing off it, so it'll send off a double pulse there. So if you only want a single pulse, I recommend using this one, and yeah, that's about it. Okay, some other things about this design. Whilst using this design over here sends out single tick in that direction, you may have a problem with that if you don't actually want to move out that way. What happens if you want to build out? What happens if you want to build to the side, but this is forcing you that way? Well, I won't show this one because this does a double tick, but the same applies if you have a lever here. Rather than that, you can actually send it off in any direction you want as long as the observer is facing in the direction. This is showing 2 going sideways, this is just showing 1 going upwards, and this works well as well. And if you actually want to expand this up, you don't want it coming out here but you want it coming out later, you can just continue this chain up as far as you want to go, as long as up the top of your chain you have a repeater on 2 ticks, and it always must be 2 ticks, otherwise it won't work as you want unless it's a redstone lamp. So can we see that from here? Yes, we can. There you go. So that works well. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and hopefully there will be more videos coming soon. Goodbye.